doing well today. So we're going to do some Try Hack Me King of the Hill. By the way, going to adjust my mic real quick. Sorry for the noises. I hope you're all doing well today. We have a game of Try Hack Me, a King of the Hill. So, something's going wrong here. So let's quickly launch a new Try Hack Me room. Let's see here. Try Hack Me King of the Hill. King of the Hill. I launched a room, but something went wrong. If you guys want to join, let's see what's happening. I'll post the invite link as well. So let's create a game. Let's start it in 5 minutes. Create this, and I'm going to send you guys the invite link via the stream. So if any of you guys want to join, let's see here. The invitation link is in here. Hey, how are you doing, my friend? We had some people, whatever, going to post this in here as well. So let's see. And let's hope we actually get some people in here, shall we? So, how are you guys doing tonight? We have some strategies lined up. We're going to try some things. If this doesn't work, of course, we're just going to join a public game. If anybody wants to join, the link will be in the chat. Please do. I really don't want to do this alone. So, it would be really cool if you guys could join me for this. I don't know if I'm doing this right, by the way. If I'm not sending you guys the correct link, let me know as well. It's really important. That's not good. We're not going to hunt rats tonight. We're going to get some King of the Hill, I hope. So I have some strategies laid out for this King of the Hill. I'm basically going to do this as my OSCP, as I would do it like that. You know, just go and do my Nmap Scan first. I don't know what you guys are planning and if any of you guys are joining. Otherwise, we'll join a public game, of course. Let's see if we have somebody joining already. We have 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Hey, thanks for not letting me do this alone, man. Let's see if we can get some cool things going. So basically going to start my Nmap Scan first. Let's hope we get a Linux machine. I'm not really good at Windows, but I guess we'll learn. And I hope you guys will learn something from this as well. Sorry for my voice, by the way. I'm still a bit sick. So I really hope that there's some HTTP in there so that we can do some over normal hacking, you know, try to do some Nicto, try to do some LFI, RFI, see if we can upload some stuff. But if there's not, we'll see what happens, you know. We have quite a few things that we can explore here and see if something is among there. Yes, I am quite sleepy. It's pretty late, well, pretty late. It's 8 p.m. here, but of course I had to get up as well. In the morning, like everybody, to work. Now oh, thank God I'm not alone in this. So if anybody else wants to join, the link is still in the chat. It's still up here. I'm going to post it again. So if you guys want to join, feel free to. I mean, it's going to be fun. And I don't know much more about this than you. I'm pretty sure about that. I don't know anything about hacking King of the Hill. I've done it maybe once or twice with the gang. And we've done a King of the Hill game and also a King of the Hill CTF. But like the CTF, honestly guys, I have no clue what I was doing. So that's why I'm also just going to start my basic methodology in here. Let's see, we have about 40 seconds left and we have somebody else joining as well. Thank you very much for joining us. That's going to be so cool. By the way, this is displaying that I'm from the UK. I don't know why I'm not from the UK. I should probably set this up properly. Machine is going to be Space Jam and it's going to be Linux, thankfully. I really, really like Linux. I don't like Windows. It's like, I know the basic Windows priv-esque commands, like net space user space add, but that's about it, you know. And I only know that because I've done it when I was a little kid. I used to play around in the command prompt and try to add users and all that stuff, you know. So, and we have our IP address. Let's see. Nmap .scSV. So what these parameters are going to do, the SC parameter is going to do the default scripts, and the SV is going to do banner enumeration, and we'll just see what's open on this IP address. So if anybody else wants to join, I don't know if you still can, but let's see who gets this exploit first. We have 4 people in here, so that's really cool. The aim of the game for King of the Hill is that you try and capture this machine, so you do your regular port scans. By the way, no cheating if you are participating, okay? So turn off that screen, look away, look at your scans, but no cheating on my screen. So what I would do is just my basic Nmap scan for first. While that's running, I'm going to see if I can find something on that IP address. So as I can see, there is a web page on that IP address that makes me immediately want to go and do Nikto. So we're going to open a new tab here. By the way, let me enlarge this a little bit for you guys. That will be more easy to follow. So we'll do a Nikto scan as well. And since there is both an HTTP, is there also an HTTPS? No, I cannot see an HTTPS immediately. Okay, but there's also something on port 3K, so we'll check that out as well. By the way, if the music is too... Oh, the command parameter is undefined. I like this. Okay, so what we have here is like a Node.js running. We can see that from our Nmap scan, and it's telling us which parameter is undefined. So let's try and add a command to this IP address and command, so question mark command, that would be of course to add a parameter. Let's test something, let's just test them all. Oh cool, we can do commands. We can have some command execution. Okay, so this is going to be fun. What I need to do is I need to open up a netcat reverse shell listener. So it's not minus LVP because I'm using macOS, but if you're using Linux, it should be like minus LVP. L for listening, V for verbose, and P for port, so you guys can set your port. I'm going to set it to something random like 8081 for this case, if my 8 keys could stop being sticky. Let's see if that starts up my netcat listener. So what I want to do is use this command parameter to do some command injection and just basically get like a reverse shell and then patch the shit out of this so other people cannot do that. Let's see, nobody submitted the flag yet. Could you amp up the front side? Ah yeah, of course. Thanks guys. There we go. Thanks for reminding me of that. Thanks guys. I really appreciate you guys tuning in for this. So I don't know if I have my reverse shell listener running now. It should be running, I think. I'm just going to look this up real quick because I want to be sure. So macOS reverse shell for netcat. There's like a special trick that you need to do. Let's see. Netcat, just netcat listener. macOS netcat listener. So there we go. I'm just looking up the command that I need for my macOS. So it's minus LP. No, it's minus L localhost. Okay, so it doesn't need the port option on OS X. So it's just netcat minus listen, and then on localhost. Let's take port 8081. Okay, so now we should have a listening netcat on port 8081, and let's first of all find out my IP address as well. I have config, that's really important. Let's see here, where is it? So we have quite a lot of Ethernet adapters here. Ethernet 01, not a bridge. It's going to be one of these tunnel interfaces, I think. Could of course just check this as well. Tunnel blick. Oh, damn, I cannot oh, here it is. I'm an idiot, you guys. So of course there's my IP address. So what I want to do is let's see, you can use several ways to indicate a space. I'm just going to use the plus here. So let's do a netcat on this one, this IP address. This is my local IP address. And let's do it on port 8081. I don't know if this is the right command. Command failed, so let's just see if we can ping this real quick. Let's do Python minus PyM simple HTTP server? No. What was it again? Python 3. So what I'm going to do is use Python to serve like a simple HTML server. Python 3 simple HTML HTTP server it is, and this way that allows me to see if I can hit my own server, like if I'm doing the right thing here. So it's just Python 3 for example, like this. So if we start this up, what it's going to do is going to start up like a local Python server on port 8000, and what I can then do is see if I can do any wget from there. So wget, of course. So let's see. Okay, so the connection is refused on that port. There might be something I'm missing. Did we get a call back? No, we did not get a call back from this. Let's see here. What else can we try? Command failed. What about a curl? There was a command failed curl. Okay, so, oh, of course, I didn't specify the port properly, so that should be port 8000, I believe it was, right? Yeah, port 8000, there we go. Okay, so I can do a curl. This means I should be able to just do a netcat, right? Maybe I'm doing the command wrong. Netcat reverse shell command. So as you guys can see, I'm Googling a whole lot of this stuff as well. I don't know if you guys find this interesting or not. I really like doing this, setting up a reverse shell in netcat. So my reverse shell listener is ready. So it should just be netcat, the command. Oh, maybe I'm forgetting this. Let's see what port my listener was on again, 8081. So let's try that again. Netcat on this, on port 8081. There we go, and it's not running properly because I should probably do the bin bash command in there as well. Server name not supported. Okay, so command failed. Get address info, serve name not supported for AI sock type. Let's Google what this means real quick. I have no idea. So if you guys have any clues, by the way, feel free to post them in the chat. I'll be looking at that regularly as well. Let me just pull it up real quick on my phone. So, there we go. Curl has -0 for output. Okay, thank you for a tip, man. So no tips on what to do either. Let's see. So my netcat isn't. Where is my mouse gone? There we go. So my netcat command is not working. What else could we try? Let's just try and make a connection back, not using telnet maybe? I don't know. Injection netcat. Let's see if we can find some reverse shell via command injection. Let's see if we can see anything useful in here. So we found this parameter already. We're trying to abuse it right now. Maybe it's not the right way as well. This could be a rabbit hole possibly. Let's see. Okay, so they have the same thing as us. Hey Hexorbird, how are you doing? So let's see. Reverse shell. This is what we need. We've started this already. The command that we are trying isn't working with netcat. Maybe it's also because my netcat in here isn't properly listening. Let's see, netcat minus listen on port 8081. No, that's not it either. So there's this thing with netcat in Linux and macOS, I mean this, and it doesn't work like normally. Maybe I should just do netcat -L and then one on the IP address. That might be it. So this is the IP address, and let's just do port 8080 for now. There we go. See if this one works. port 8080. No, that's also not a problem. Anybody have any idea why this netcat connection is not catching on? To bin shell. So you mean like I should do a plus minus e for the e and then slash bin slash shell, right? Like this. Okay. No, that's not the correct command, I see. I could use my VPS, that's an option. Yeah, I'm using OBS, exactly, man. Maybe you have to encode the command. I was thinking encoding would be an option here as well, but since I can just curl to my machine, like I have a simple web server running as well, and I can curl to it like regularly, I probably don't need to encode anything, but that's a good one. Good thinking on your part. Let's see if we have any other options here. So I just took this, let's see. We just have this reverse shell, and you mean this, right? Yeah. So it should be -e, but it's not working properly. Invalid option -e. Why is it an invalid option though, mister? Can you tell me? Let's see real quick. So if we okay, so this was our wget command, our curl command. Okay, so what I'm trying to figure out right now, if I do my netcat command, like it says command failed netcat, maybe it doesn't know netcat. So it knows netcat. Netcat obviously is available, so it's an option. So it probably means that my machine isn't receiving the connection properly. So what can we do about that? We can start using our VPS, of course. Let me quickly pull that up. Linode. I have a couple of VPS systems available. We can of course do that, and we can, but I will need to use my VPN for that, so I'm not going to do that right now. Let's see if we can get some netcat help file manuals. Okay, so listen is the right thing that we need. This is the right command. Netcat minus listen local port. So it shouldn't be. Should I include the port? Probably not. Let's see. Let's see. You guys have told me something. Check the OS. It might not be Linux. Uname -a should do that. So let's try and check what kind of system we have here. Uname plus. So the plus is the separator, by the way, here, guys. -a. So we do have Linux. We have Linux Space Jam. Looks like some custom things there. There's the guy that makes a wonderful tool. It's like netcat, PwnCat. Yeah, I know, but maybe I should use PwnCat for this. I'm thinking that my netcat is not properly listening. Like it should display something. It should be -lv maybe, and then 8080. Inverse name lookup failed. Okay, so that's verbose already. So let's try 127.0.0.1 for localhost. Do we have anything coming up? No, not really. Let's see if our netcat command works now. No, command failed. Maybe I should try and print out the help file. -h. So let's see what this netcat thing can do here. Okay, so destination port. That's what we've been doing. Command summary. Let's put this in a text editor real quick so we can maybe put in some spaces and see if this thing becomes a little bit more readable. There we go. Okay. Usage. Minus P's for source port. That doesn't matter. The destination and the port should be in here. So that's something we want to do, of course. We want to add the destination and port, which is something we have been doing. Let's see your command summary. -4 use IPv4. No, this is all not very interesting. So it seems like just a standard netcat. It seems like it should be able to just run my command to make a connection to my IP address, but it's not able to do that. Command failed. Can I add the -verbose maybe in here? Connection refused. Okay, so it's clear that something is still messing up on my end. My netcat listener is not listening properly. Listening verbose on localhost 8080 maybe. No, that's not it. Should be -P maybe. No, that's not it either. No, that's not it either. So this would be my normal command, but I'm not getting anything from netcat there. I should be seeing something, you know. Let's see. -L. So Hexorbert, thank you for telling me that. -L 8080 -verbose. Inverse name lookup failed. Okay, but does it really matter? Yeah, apparently it does. So I will need to enter something in there, like my IP address, I think. Maybe like this. Invalid port specification. So I know that my port specification has to go in there. Netcat, try to connect to netcat locally. That's a good idea. I can do that. So localhost. So I should have like a netcat connection right now to my own machine available. So I should be able to connect there via this command, netcat 127.0.0.1, and then I should go to port 8080. That's not working apparently. So of course it's not properly set up. I don't know what to do here, guys. So I should have probably tested this before. Maybe I can really quickly open up my virtual machine, if I would have that installed still, of course. Something is not correct here. So what's bothering us? What's stopping us from setting up the proper netcat connection? Maybe I should enter in my IP address in here as well, my proper IP address. Let me quickly try and change this to 127.0.0.1. See if this works. No, we also don't get a normal connection like that. So maybe we have to set up where we want to run it. Let me go and Google something real quick. Here we go. Unless the netcat -L -P. Okay, so let's try this one. Netcat -L -P 8080 -verbose. Let's see if we can make our reverse shell connection now. That seems to be doing something. Yeah, boys, we've got it. Sorry for that. I'm really excited. So we have our reverse shell connection. Are we in the machine? It appears that we are. So apparently it was netcat -L -P 8080 and then -V for verbose. Apparently I should be in right now, but it's not really registering any commands. So let's see, ls Who am I? Probably because I didn't really specify like in here. Let me quickly restore this. I probably need to specify exactly that I'm also starting up bin bash. So let's add that real quick. There we go. See if we can get our connection again. Still no commands that we can run, so we are doing something right, but we are also missing something. If you guys have any clue, let me know, because I'm really interested in this. I want this flag. Let me quickly check if nobody else has gotten... Oh, somebody has gotten the flag already, so this might be why we cannot get in. There have been 2 flags gotten already, and we've got Kami as well. So, damn, that's maybe why I'm not able to get in. That's awesome, you guys. I have no idea what to say. Probably somebody's blocking me. Let's maybe try and explore some other routes of attack. I don't know like what else we can try. We should be able to go back to our Nmap Scan real quick. So let me grab that. There's also port 22 open. We have some secure shell host keys. Port 23 is open, so maybe we can telnet into the machine. See what happens there. Of course, port 80, we can still explore that. Let's see what our Nictos brought us. There's also some interesting thing in here, so let's try and go back to port 80. This is heating up, guys. I'm really enjoying this. Let's see, and there was a /scripts folder in there, right? So there is a empty scripts folder in here apparently. Maybe we can upload something in there and then execute it via here. Portfolio about contact, okay. Back to our system here, back to Nicto. There's an install directory and a test directory, so let's try in the install directory, see what's happening there. Nothing as well, and the mail and the test. We should check all of those out. There's a mail contact me.php page in here. Okay, it gives us a 500 error. Maybe anything else that we can try, /images. Somebody deleted that script probably already. So this is also interesting, guys. There's the scripts folder, but somebody already deleted that script from me. So really cool, guys. I'm quickly going to join our voice chat because we also have a Try Hack Me King of the Hill voice. If any of the participants wants to join me, feel free to come in. People can hear you as well. It's really heating up in here, guys. Like, let me check the scoreboard real quickly. Oh damn, Kami has gotten 2 flags as well and Monster too. So we have some king changes here. We have some points being scored. This is awesome. I really like this. Let's see if we can find any way into the system that these guys haven't patched yet. It's going to be a lot more difficult now because they already found some ways into the system. Probably because they weren't messing about with their netcat, for freak's sake. Damn. And there's also like this port open 9999 and it's also a web server. So let's check this one out. Maybe there's something interesting in there. Port 9999. Monster, Monster, you already had that. So let's see what Nicto is doing on that port. No, Nicto -- host. Well, of course I need to enter the host correctly. And I don't need those HTTP brackets in there. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. I should probably be in bed instead of streaming, but I'm really enjoying this. Okay, so let's see what else we have. Empty? Okay. That was the last of my handkerchiefs, so bye-bye handkerchiefs. We'll move on to kitchen roll, probably kitchen paper, and then when that's gone we'll move on to toilet paper. So we always have something, you know. And you guys might be wondering, why am I drinking from a yellow cup, from a pink cup with Hello Kitty on it, of course, because my daughter gave me this cup, and when your daughter gives you a cup, you don't refuse it, you know, you just take it, you go with it. Let's see what else we can find. So Nikto is running on this web server. Maybe there's something else that we missed on port 3000, so let's also start up a Nikto scan on that port. There we go, and maybe see in our Nmap scan if there's any way of getting into this machine still, because these guys have locked us out completely. So let's see, Nikto, are you done? No, Nikto is not done. Let's think, how would they have locked out one of these systems? Maybe it's just not the right kind of shell that I'm sending along on port 3000, you know? On port 8081 right here. You guys also told me, let's go back to the chat real quick, because some of you guys told me this. I can try other types of shells, of course. I'm not limited to this type of shell. So what I'm doing right now is I'm sending, let's quickly go back in here. Maybe I should also, of course, start my content discovery. So right now you're going to see how I usually do this stuff when I'm doing bug bounties as well. I will start up like my burp suite, start up a new project, get all of my settings correct. I hope you guys are still learning something, because we cannot get into this system at all. Some of the other guys have locked it down. Hello, Mr. Gabriel. How are you doing this evening? So we'll try King of the Hill. We'll start a new... Let's just make it a temporary project. We don't need this afterwards. So when we start a project, first things first, we're going to want to set our scope properly. So we'll go to our target tab, to our scope tab. And for me, I'll use advanced scope control in here, and I'll just enter the IP address. So still have that in my history. There we go. Don't need the port number on there. I just want anything from that IP address and to that IP address. Now then I'm going to show you guys a really cool trick. Of course, intercept is on, going to put that off. But you can open the inbuilt browser. That way you don't have to start up like a new browser and connect it. It's going to be a lot easier. Hey Smile, how are you doing, you amazing hacker? So let's see what Monster has for us on this page. It's going to have some engagement tools thrown at it. So content discovery is going to tell us what we have on this website. We're going to also go to port 3000. There we go. Do some content discovery on there. Engagement tools, discover content, and we'll leave that stuff running in the background so we can see if anything else pops up. And of course the normal content discovery for the normal website. Oh, should probably go to my Chromium tab for that. There we go. That's the Michael Jordan website. We'll also do content discovery on that. Now you guys don't need Burp Pro for this. You can use any tool that you have that does directory brute forcing. And one big ass bug bounty tip I have for you guys. If you guys do directory brute forcing, do it on login pages. Like if you find a login page in the wild, it's really useful to do directory brute forcing on, because you never know what's behind that paywall, behind like that admin login page, you know. I found some cool stuff doing that. I can see that there are some other directories in here, so let's see what is in those directories. Applet's applications and Apple. And this was on port 999, so let's do that /Apple. There's nothing in there, probably patched it already. Applications, these are all going to be patched, I assume. Alright, so why would I open Integrity? I'm not going to show you guys my reports. Are you insane? I don't want to lose my status, and let alone there are still some open reports in there, so of course not. Good try though, I like that hacker mentality. Let's see what else we can find, because Nikto is probably done with some stuff by now. There are some interesting things in here. So there are some old stuff in here, but these might be false positives. That's a problem with Nikto, you know. It might give you a lot of false positives, like this for example. I'm sure that not all of these are actually going to be valid. Slash panel, which port was this on? This was on port 999. So let's try that on port 9999 slash panel. As you guys can see, it just returns like a 200, and it seems like there is something on there for content discovery, but there's not. So that's a shame. That's not going to bring us much useful things either, and we still have our Nicto running on port 3000. So let's quickly check if anybody else has gotten more flags. So another person has gotten some flags. Really cool. Good job, guys. I am really struggling here. That's messed up. Now, as you guys probably can tell, I am not a pro by any means, but I really just enjoy hacking, you know. I enjoy doing this. I just enjoy hanging out with friends and trying to find solutions to puzzles. And I also enjoy this some more than bug bounties, you know, because in bug bounties you're trying to look for a puzzle that's not necessarily there. That's something I really don't always appreciate, you know. Let's see, I don't know why the page is not loading right now properly. There we go. Going to explore this netcat command a little bit further, see if there's anything else that we can do in here, because I do get a connection back, but it's just not responding with anything. So I'm probably, let me check my notes real quick, because I have something in here. No, this is not going to be it. I had this written down that sometimes I was using the wrong type of shell, but that's not going to be the problem in here. Yeah, it's really annoying. You cannot post commands in the YouTube window. If you want to post like commands, feel free to make like, how do you call this, like a paste bin, I think, and then just post it in the chat as well. I can just open that paste bin then. Now, I'm not finding much more flags, and I don't think I'm going to find any more. I'm trying to go with this command and see why I cannot find anything. It's like it's not returning any of my calls to it, so I'm not going to try much further. I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. This is something we will do a lot more, of course. I really enjoy doing this, and if you guys want to participate as well, there is a link to our Discord in the description, so feel free to join our Discord. The game is going to last for another 27 minutes, so I'm going to try and get something at least from this. Let's see, we have a netcat connection back, but we're not getting anything back. I don't know what to do after shell. Mantan, you should just disable access for me. Like, there's probably still some ways for me to get in, but you should disable those. And then, I don't know, there are more flags, I think. There are more than one flags, maybe. I am not 100% sure either. Let's quickly go over the King of the Hill rules, because I want to make sure that we are not telling lies here. So, as you guys can see, FAQ rules, the machine should not be made unavailable, so that's not happening, of course, but you should not shut down the machine or anything. Only stop a service if it can be patched any other way, so if there's like servers on there for secure shell, that's something that you guys can do. No modifying / removing flags. Do not attack, modify, or stop the service on 999. Oh, sorry. So we shouldn't attack that service. Apparently, that's one of the mistakes that I'm doing wrong. Any sort of denial of service against the machine is, of course, out of bounds. No attacking other users. Scripts that automatically hack and harden the machine are forbidden. And reset should only be used if the target has been broken or otherwise rendered unusable. Resets shouldn't be used to prevent users from gaining access. Games are moderated, and failure to abide by the rules will result in game and or site ban. So please don't ban me for trying to hack that port, guys. It wasn't my intention. Pentest Monkey's Bash Reverse Shell. I think I know which one you're referring to. Reverse shell cheat sheet. I've used this one on my OSCP exam quite a lot. Well, okay, Pentest Monkey, you might have a problem there. So you're trying to tell me that I should insert like a bash reverse shell. That's a good idea. Let's see if that works on port 3000. So bash plus I def TCP to the IP address that I'm actually trying to go. So let me quickly bring that up again. ifconfig. There we go. So this should be the IP address. Let me quickly drop this connection and set up another one so it's listening again on that port 88. God damn it. That's annoying. Oh, so it's displaying the command, and here it's not actually setting up the command. That's interesting. That's really interesting. Let's try with this bash reverse shell, guys, because this is something I want to try. Okay, so we were just replacing every single space with a plus there. Okay, where does it end? At the 1. So this is my IP address. We're going to paste this in here. See what this does. Okay, so end of. We're doing something wrong here. End of file unexpected. It's probably. Let's see what else we can do. Let's try a normal netcat reverse connection, reverse shell connection. So again, should keep that IP address proper. And we should replace every single space that we can with a plus. I should probably look at these commands closer. So bin shell on port 8080, and this should be the command, right? Yeah, this should be the command. Let's see what happens if we run here. This is not working either. Okay, let's try a different one. Let's see what we have in here. This PHP one, this one might be interesting for the one that we found like a while back. Of course, I'm an idiot. I should URL encode that. Thank you, Elias. You are an amazing MVP for sure. For sure. So let me quickly URL encode this. I'm an idiot. This is why hacking is so cool, guys. There's like so many things that can go wrong and that you have to try to do right. Let's put the proper IP address in here. Do we still have it open? Yeah, we still have it open, and we can of course put in the proper port as well. Oh, it's already in there, the proper port. Let's quickly URL encode this. There we go. This should work, hopefully. Let's pray to the Lords of the Flying Spaghetti Monster. Command failed. Bad FD number. What's an FD number? Bad FD number. I need some help when I execute this code. I get the errors. Okay. Bin shell is linked to bin dash and not to bin dash. Check the link. If bin shell is linked to bin dash, change it to bin bash. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I need this command for later. So what I'm going to do is this ls that the person is saying, see what it gives. ls plus, and then we should do an -l for bin slash shell bin slash shell. Okay, so there is a link to dash. Change it to bin bash. Okay, so we should move to origin and link. I don't know if this is possible, but if this is linking to dash, doesn't this just mean that we should change our command here? Like, let's quickly URL encode this properly. Bash. Shouldn't we then just make this to like dash or something and encode that? I don't know, guys. I'm just trying out shit here, just throwing stuff at the wall, seeing what sticks. No, that's not going to work. Damn it. Good try though. Let's see what else is happening. Bad FD number. So this guy is telling us to is a link to bin dash. Change it to bin bash. Okay, so maybe this command. Let's see what this does first, and then we can go back to the command that we're executing. Okay, failed to create a symbolic link. Oh, of course, because we still need to do the move command that he threw at us. So we need to do this move command. Let's see. Okay, and then we can go back to do this command. There was an error. I hope that I didn't fuck shit up. Might have to reset the machine now. Yeah, I might have fucked up this machine. I'm terribly sorry. Have you fired any cross-site scripting with DOM clobbering? In this machine, you mean? Or no, I haven't. I'm just trying to find this, like, I might have fucked up this machine now, so sorry for all the participants. But I just moved something, so I should be able to move it back, right? Like if I just move back this, like this, move this last thing, and then there we go. Does this? I might have fucked it up. Sorry for anybody. I'm going to reset this machine. Sorry. I think there is also one last netcat reverse shell. So let's see if there's, of course, since we're resetting it now. You mean the remove one, this one, right? That's a good one. We can try this one. Let's get this URL encoding done already. So we have to, of course, enter in the correct IP address. So the IP address should be in here. There we go, and of course the right port as well. By the way, if my audio is off or anything, feel free to let me know. I can adjust it a little bit. We need to change the IP address and the port. Port 8080, and code this. Alright. By the way, if you guys can you please vote to reset? I might have broken it a little bit. I cannot do any more commands in here because I think the bin shell is broken. So if you guys want to reset, that would be awesome. Let's see if anything else could bring us to a clue of what we should do, because there were some other ports open as well. It was port 22 open, secure shell. So let's see what we can enumerate for secure shell. We have some enumeration here, TCP UDP. Let's see here. It's probably not going to be a whole lot we can do with secure shell. There we go. Find a public exploit for the secure shell version. Let's see if we can do that. Open secure shell 7.2, and to do that we just go to, at least I do, I go to exploitdb, because exploitdb usually includes like POCs. There is like username enumeration, but that's not going to be super useful, I think. So let's see if there's something else we can do with secure shell. We've tried the scripts. We can try brute forcing, but that's not allowed in King of the Hill. We haven't got the key files. We could try the shell shock exploit. That might be a possibility. No, I have not found any cross-site scripting with DOM clobbering yet. My cross-site scripting attacks, they were all pretty simple. I just went to XSS Hunter, I took my payloads from there and I paste them into every single field that I find, because they have this awesome content security policy bypass there's really cool payloads available there. So let's see here real quick. What I want to do is see if we can get shell shock working, but that's not going to work properly on this machine either. There was a telnet possibility, there was this site on port 80, and this port we cannot attack. So let's see if there's anything else available on port 80. I don't think so, at least not that I can think of. We can try and check out our content discovery for port 80. There are some things in here. Oh, this is awesome. So we've gotten some responses from here. As you guys can see, our content discovery has gotten us something on this port, but we cannot detect that one right. Let's quickly stop that scan. Nothing happening here. There is a test folder in here. We've been there before. There was nothing in there, I believe. So that's not going to be very useful. Apparently you can also give in some parameters, but that's not going to return anything different. It's just going to give you the index, the vendor, the script, the mail, was contact me in there, local / index. So let's see what's in /local. It's caret. That's cool. Okay. Not very useful. The install directory is also empty. The image directory is empty, or at least not useful to us. Okay, so it doesn't look like we're going to find any of the flags. There are about 13 minutes left. Thank you guys all for participating. Thank you guys all for watching this stream. If you enjoyed this stream, I would really appreciate a like. We will do this again for sure. If you want to be part of this stream, like in the next one as well, if you want to join, there's going to be a link in the description to our Discord channel. Feel free to join that because we do stuff like this regularly. Right now I'm going to stop streaming. I will be trying to get some more of this stuff. You know, I'd really want this flag. This is something I've really enjoyed doing, you know, just playing with you guys and seeing how you guys are attempting to patch these machines and hack them. I'm really curious how you guys have done this, you know, how we've got these flags. So if you have any suggestions, feel free to like drop them in the chat still. Oh, right. Yeah, I can still try that. I will try that later on. Thank you. I really hope that we get a reset still, of course, because that would be cool. I'm going to sign off from the live stream for now. Thank you everybody for watching. I really enjoyed this live stream. I really enjoyed doing this, and I hope I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye, you amazing hackers.